Okay, when freezing items, you can buy these handy dandy Ziploc freezer bags where you have a spot where you can write with an ink pen or some other instrument, a Sharpie, what have you, what you're actually putting in there, when you put it in there, and when it's best to use it by. Most fruits, except for citrus fruits, can be frozen for up to a year. So on my Ziploc bags, I like to put what is going in there, when I did it, and then also when it's going to go in. I see these little cute bags. Those little cute bags, I'm actually going to put the fruit in, and then the blackberries go in there. And then those little bags will go into the big bag that I wrote on. That way they're double bagged for the freezer. Now we're working on some plums. Yummy, yum, yum. Some fruits, like strawberries and plums, they don't need to be cut or sliced or anything handy dandy done to them, any kind of processing before you freeze them. So you'll see that I'm just washing them off. I'm taking the little produce labels off from the grocery store because I happened to get these plums on sale. I was very happy with those. They are organic, as most of my fruits and vegetables are. So I'm just going to rinse them off, set them on a drying rack, and we'll be ready once they're dried to put them in bags. And those of course won't go into little bags. Those will just go straight into a big bag because they're so large and wonderful. And we have black plums and we have red plums. You can also process plums by dehydrating them and making prunes, but I've decided not to do that. I would prefer my plums to be fresh and make plum puddings or just eat them straight off the way they are, and they're going to be great for fall baking and cooking. Alright, so not all preserving is long-term preserving. Sometimes I like to preserve things short-term, which I'm going to be doing with some cucumber tomato salad here. You'll notice that I'm stripping the peel off of the cucumber, and probably would be a lot more efficient if I used a vegetable peeler to do this, but I want to show you that you can do things with just a knife. You don't need to have fancy schmancy kitchen equipment like I do to get things done. And although the peel has lots of good healthy stuff in it, for this particular recipe we're not going to be needing the actual peel of the cucumber. And you'll see that I'm slicing it up, going to dice it up. This is a very, very easy recipe, simple to do. I've got my jar there. I don't have to do anything special because I'm not actually canning it where it won't be in the refrigerator. This is very short term. I'm going to be putting it in the refrigerator so that I can use it here in the summertime, the end of the summer if I want to. Cucumbers are very cooling, so I try not to do too much in the way of preserving with cucumbers. I might make some pickles, but that's about it. The cucumbers, really, they're there for the purpose of keeping us cool during the summertime, so I won't really need to worry about it for the winter. So once I've diced them up, I'm just going to drop them right into the jar there. Okay, so my cucumber salad recipe also includes tomato. So see here, I'm gonna chop off the core and the hard parts of the tomato because I just want the soft, nice parts. Just cut those up. And I mentioned at the very, very beginning of this whole video that I was dehydrating some tomatoes. So with tomatoes, there are several ways you can cut them, but you want to core them, and you'll keep the skins on them, but you'll pierce the skins so that the moisture has a hole to hide out of in the back. And you'll always put them skin down on the dehydrating rack. And you can cut them either in 1/4-inch slices, or you can cut them into bigger chunks. Okay, and once you've gotten your cucumbers and your tomatoes packed in there, and I always put double the amount of cucumbers that I do the tomatoes and mix them all up in the jar. Once I've done that, I pour lemon juice, organic lemon juice, in the jar, and then screw on the top, put it in the refrigerator, and let it soak up the lemony goodness. And then what I'll do is take a straining spoon to pull out the cucumber and the tomato, and have a little cucumber salad as a side dish with my dinners. So enjoy all of these preserving tips. I know it's very, very basic, and we didn't get into too much detail, but I didn't want to overwhelm you on our first go. But if you have any questions, you can always contact me through the Healthy People LLC website. healthypeoplellc.com. It has a contact page, and you can get in touch with me with your questions about preserving. Have a great day.